Did you know that if you own one of these, you basically have a money-making machine in the palm of your hand? I want to tell you about how you can earn money with a drone today. There is so much opportunity right now to start a small business if you own a drone. And I really want you to think about taking your hobby beyond just having fun and capturing amazing moments and places and start earning money. What I want you to walk away with after watching this video are some things to consider of how you could provide extra income for you and your family. And I guarantee you that one of the ways I'm going to tell you about, you've never considered before. All right, maybe some of you have considered it before, but I bet you not a lot of you. So first of all, you guys, I don't want to give you the wrong idea and make you think that you're going to get rich overnight with a drone. A very small percentage of drone pilots in the US actually make a lot of money. But there are many drone pilots who make good money as a second source of income. So like commercial drone pilots that work in industrial sector like oil and gas or transportation or agriculture do make a pretty good living just by flying drones. But I'm talking about having the ability to supplement your income with your drone just like I do. This is a camera that can fly, you guys. And if you own one, you have, like I said, a money-making machine, because this opens up a whole new world of providing service and content. And there's not very many people that have the ability to do that. Now, if you don't have a drone yet, well, then of course, the first step is to get yourself a drone and then learn how to fly it. How do you do that? You watch my videos, of course, but get a drone that you can afford, but also one that you can use to capture high quality content. Now, my recommendations at the making of this video in this order is, first of all, the Air 2S from DJI. This is an amazing drone. They just dropped the price. The price for this drone, you guys, it's mind-blowing. So this is my #1 recommendation still today. Secondly, a Mini 3 Pro, and at the very least, get yourself a used Mavic 2 Pro, which you can get on eBay right now. I just looked today for right around $500 or $600. Now, before you balk at the price of that, before you say, I don't have $500, I don't have $800, hear me out. Once you make that decision to start any type of drone business and then you start buying things for that business, guess what? Every single thing that you buy that you use for that business is tax deductible. And you don't have to start an LLC, you don't have to have a sole proprietorship. You can just file it all on a Schedule C and include it in your personal income taxes. And you can not only write off your equipment, like your drone and the batteries for it, and like your camera and all of those things, but you can also write off things like a portion of your home, your computer, your mileage, like your meals when you go on trips. Anything that you spend money on to make your business possible is tax deductible. Even like services, like if you have to pay for your Part 107, it's $175. Or if you pay for like a study guide to get your Part 107, you can write that off as well because it's used for your business. Now, just in case I'm getting ahead of myself, what is a Part 107? If you already know what it is, just skip this section of the video. But for those of you that don't, a Part 107 is a remote pilot certificate, and the purpose of having it is so that you as a drone pilot in the United States can use a drone to earn revenue, or further a business is the actual official terminology. If you use a drone in any way that benefits a business financially, you are required by our federal government to obtain that Part 107 remote pilot certificate. Now, how do you get that? You need to pass an exam that the FAA administers, and you can take it at any time. It costs $175, like I said. Is the test hard? That really depends on how much you know about aviation. If you are completely clueless, like I was 5 years ago, then yes, it's very hard and you will have to study for it. And there are many ways to study. There's a ton of free stuff on the internet that if you take the time to search and find and sift through all of the bad and the good and find the ones that actually apply, then yes, that can totally help you pass your exam. But that takes a lot of time, and sometimes you're not going to get all of the pertinent information. So most people benefit by taking an online study course. Now, there are a handful of them out there, and to be quite honest, they are all pretty good for different reasons. The one that I used to study for my Part 107 is called Drone Pilot Ground School from UAV Coach. And I chose that one long ago because the presentation was very clear, it was very easy to follow, it was very well organized for me. The practice exams were so good. They actually pull questions directly from the FAA exam and put them on the practice exams. So if you can ace the practice exams on there, you're gonna ace the Part 107 test. So I took my time through that course. I studied for about 2 months. You probably don't have to do that. And then I took the practice exams 8 times. As soon as I was able to ace those, I registered for my test and my final score was a 95%. I got 3 questions wrong and they were all trick questions. The questions are a little bit tricky, so the Drone Pilot Ground School prepared me very well. And it was the start of my journey of making significant extra income for my family. Now, one of the other reasons, and probably one of the biggest reasons I also love Drone Pilot Ground School, is because they give a percentage of all of their sales to charity. And for this current sale that they're having right now for Memorial Day, there's only a couple days left, they are donating to the organization called Canines for Warriors, which is one of my favorite charities that help our veterans, and they also help save dogs from high kill shelters. So not only are you getting a good price on your Part 107 study course, but your investment will help some of our most deserving warriors. Now there's a link in the video description. If you want to check out the course, you can actually sample it for free. You know, you can sign up and just check it out and see if it's something that's going to work for you. Now this course ends in a couple of days, so I'm actually reaching out to Drone Pilot Ground School to see if they can extend the sale a little bit for you guys, for my viewers. I don't think they will, but there's a slight chance that maybe they will. So if they do extend that course, just click on that link in the description and you'll be able to save a lot of money if they do extend it. And if they don't extend it, it's still a great price because it's an investment and you can write it off on your taxes. Now, let's say you took the study course, you passed your Part 107 exam, you're an official Part 107 certified pilot, you have your drone. So what's the next step in the journey of earning extra income? Basically what you need to do is you need to pound the pavement, as they say. And I've mentioned this already in a previous video, but one way to start, just start doing aerial shoots for people that you know. You need to gather some content and create a portfolio of aerial photos and video so that you have something to show people. So if you know someone that has like maybe a lake home or a business or a rental property or a food truck, that's one that came to mind the other day. That's a great idea, or whatever. Just ask these people if they've ever thought about posting aerial photos or aerial videos on their social media or their website. A lot of people will say, I never considered that. Sure, I would love that. Now here's a tip. And although it's tempting to do it for free, and others will tell you to, do not do anything for free. Even if you just charge like 20 bucks or 50 bucks to get started, charge something. Don't ever, ever give away your time for free. It is the most valuable asset that you have. So a while back, I told people to post their services on Facebook Marketplace. Well, Facebook only allows you to advertise products on Marketplace. So what I would do is I would just start advertising that you can capture aerials on your own personal Facebook page. Then let your friends and your family spread the word. You can also promote yourself on other social medias like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. And no matter what your feelings are about all of those socials, I know it can be kind of political sometimes, but if you want to reach the biggest audience, the more you are active on, the better. So start posting on all of the social media platforms. My next idea for you, and this is the one that I think not too many people have thought about, go to your local Chamber of Commerce or your economic development team in your city and show them some aerials that you have captured of some of the most interesting places in your town. So this is a great example where I'm at right now. I shoot a lot of my videos right here in this Scandinavian Heritage Park because it's a great backdrop and it has lots of interesting things here. So this past winter, I took a few photos of this Gallstav replica church and I showed it to the council members here at the visitor center. And I asked, would you be interested in selling postcards in your gift shop with this photo on it? And they eagerly agreed. So right now I'm working on a collection of aerials of the park that people will be able to purchase and I get the revenue. So it's a little bit like a consignment deal. So find the appropriate city official and arrange a few moments of their time to show them what you have to offer. Just go out on the town occasionally, maybe on the weekends, and just start capturing things with your drone. Now, if you live in a big city, of course, it's going to be a little more difficult because most of those already have professional aerials. They already have content. They already have advertising teams, marketing teams, but you just never know. You just might find the right person and you just might have the right shot that they are looking for. My next idea, and this one I haven't done yet, and I keep saying that I need to do it, but stock photography or stock video websites. Open yourself an account on Storyblocks or Envato Elements and sign up to be a contributor or an author. It's super simple, and all you have to do is submit a link to your online portfolio, click submit, and they'll get back to you with a decision. Now, I have no idea what the earning potential is on those websites, but it's evergreen content that could potentially earn you revenue indefinitely. Now, of course, make sure that you have a portfolio that contains all of your best shots, and you can host it wherever, Dropbox, Google Drive, just about anywhere, but just make sure that it's updated with all of your captures. The more photos and the more videos that they have to look at, the greater your chances of becoming an author and making some very easy money. Like I said, it's probably pennies, but when you start adding volume and you start getting more product out there, and over the long term, you're gonna start making some significant income. Now, lastly, of course, real estate is the default that everyone goes to, but it's actually getting a little more difficult to break into that because most realtors already have someone on the line, or they have started doing their own aerials, but that still doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Most brokerages have weekly meetings. Usually it's a Monday morning, and they are often looking for topics to discuss at these meetings. So what I would do is I would call every broker in your town and offer to come and visit for 15 minutes or whatever about what you have to offer their realtors. Have yourself a PowerPoint presentation or a website, or at least a handout at the very least, demonstrating some of your work and where they can find you online. And if you can capture just 2 or 3 realtors and they use you exclusively, that's great earning potential. And here's one thing someone mentioned, and I'm gonna do this: get yourself a business card, put a QR code on there, and hand that out to all the realtors that you know. And then the realtors will click on that, they'll scan that QR code, and that'll take them to your website or your online portfolio, and they can see what you're capable of, and then just have your contact information, and maybe they'll hire you. It's worth a shot, right? So how much should you charge? And this is a very tough question because every single situation is different, every market is different, and it's something that will change on a regular basis as the market demands. But I'm just gonna give you an idea of what I charge for real estate aerials in my town of about 50,000 people. So for aerials, I charge $125 for 12 to 20 aerial images. I charge $150 for a simple 60-second aerial video with no fancy editing or no music added or anything like that. I charge a little bit more for a more dynamically edited video with music. Now, I also do interior photos and videos and walkthroughs and all kinds of other things. So a typical invoice for me on an average size property is anywhere from $200 to $400. Like I said, you need to do the research where you live to figure out what to charge because it does vary so much. So what ideas do you have for making money with a drone? Is there something unique that you do or that maybe you've heard of before? Put it in the comments so we can share these ideas, and then more people can start brainstorming ways to improve their financial situation with a drone. Hit the thumbs up button if I provided you with any value today. Subscribe for more informational videos like this. Watch this video next right here to help support this channel. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And as always, fly safe and fly smart.